Smith, head softball coach at Dodge City Community College here. Howie, you're coming on 35 years at Dodge City and 30 years as a softball coach. First of all, congratulations on the longevity. Secondly, given the obvious circumstances, in what ways has your approach to coaching, your approach to helping the kids, and your approach to day-to-day operations changed over the course of the last 11 months compared to what you've been doing for 30 years?
Thank you. And I think besides not being able to get out last spring to see a lot of in-state kids, our approach to recruiting didn't change a lot because we were one of the fortunate coaches that were able to go down to Oklahoma and Texas, and they were still having summer tournaments. So for us on the recruiting side, besides making a lot of calls, emails last spring when we were having to stay at home, we were fortunate enough where we could get out and see a lot of kids this summer and everything. You know, day to day, like I say, when we were at home, it was working from home. And as computer illiterate as I am, it made it even tougher. But I was able to send emails out to a lot of coaches and stuff. But, you know, it's just exciting to be able to get out there, see a lot of kids. We're fortunate. We've already signed 14 freshmen for next year, so we're done recruiting. But, you know, day to day was just staying in contact with our kids. Number one, making sure academically from spring break till the end of school, we were able to, that they were staying on top of things, going to class every day through Zoom and all that. So for Coach Reed and myself, it didn't really change a lot. As far as this fall, for us having such a young group, it was nice to get back to teaching. We had such an experienced group last year that they knew a lot of what we did and everything. So we got back to teaching a lot this spring. And even with our sophomores, 3 of them played a lot. 2 are expected to help us a lot this year. So we got to do those things this fall, and felt like we had a pretty good fall.
To that point, you guys have essentially gone 2 semesters without getting to play many games. The spring season was canceled and the fall season was limited. What's the excitement level been like amongst the team leading up to this modified spring 21 schedule?
You know, first off, I have to say thank you to our school, our administration, our athletic director for allowing us to play this fall. We got 2 doubleheaders in. A lot of schools did not get to play at all. Having 12 freshmen, we needed to play against somebody else, so we did get 2 of those. You know, the kids were so excited when we got to travel. We traveled both times. So excited because even our freshmen, a lot of them didn't even get to haven't played for a couple of years. Michaela Garcia is the only one that got to play her complete senior year because they play in the fall in Colorado. So, like I say, a lot of us had been year and a half since we played, and you know, and the improvement from the first weekend we played to the second weekend, having that week to practice and learn, it would have really been nice to have a couple more to even see how much more they proved. But we got to learn a lot, and so we got to work on those things before we ended our fall season at Thanksgiving. But you know, the kids are excited. We're excited. We know we have to take it hour by hour, day by day this spring. We all have to do the protocols that are put forth from the conference and our school, so that hopefully we can get a 30 to 40 game schedule in this spring. So I know we're doing everything we're supposed to be, and hopefully we'll get that season in.
Tell us a little bit about this team and what Conq Nation can expect out of your girls this spring.
Well, I wish I could answer that after, but you know, we're going to be very young. Michaela Garcia, or Michaela Colajoy, Daisha Mendez, Jordan Irwin played a lot as freshmen last year. Carly Ann and Caroline should help us a lot. It's going to be how quickly can our freshmen adapt to the college game. You know, we're probably going to start 5, 6 freshmen at positions. But again, I've been in this long enough where at the junior college level, and you know how it is, you've coached, you're usually always young. So, you know, with the non-conference schedule we put together, we're going to have to grow up really quick. I mean, we're going to start off the season with a preseason number 10 in the nation. We've scheduled Butler County for a non-conference game. We've got Western Texas. So, you know, we're going to have to grow up really quick. Are we going to maybe take a few lumps early in the year? maybe so. But again, we're going to learn from that and get back and hopefully make a run for that Western Division Championship, which we thought we would have had a really good chance to win last year. And you know, as we talked today, we had our team meeting today, and our number one goal is let's make the tournament first. Only the top 4 go. We host it. We got to make sure we're in that. And then, of course, our second goal is to win the Western Division. So it's just day by day, hour by hour. We just got to get better every day, as everyone says. But we just got to keep learning and have some kids learn some different positions, because you know we're going to need most everyone to learn a couple positions. So we've got some depth at some positions that maybe we're a little short on.
Jordan Irwin, sophomore from Johnstown, Colorado here. Jordan, as Coach Smith said, this is a pretty young team this year. As one of the 5 sophomores on the team, how have you noticed a shift in leadership in that group, knowing it's on you guys to make sure the season is successful?
Honestly, from coming from a big sophomore class from last year, there hasn't really been a change in leadership because we've had such a big sophomore class to actually look up to, so there wasn't really an issue for leadership for this year. And for being a sophomore, I don't think that really changed. It doesn't matter if you're a freshman or sophomore. Leadership comes from anyone.
I'm going to embarrass you for a second, but you got off to a hot start this last season, batting .464 with 13 hits and 3 home runs in the first 10 games. How have you been using that as motivation heading into this modified 21 season?
Just at practice, I've been working on anything, whatever Coach Reed or Coach Smith say, I just work on and keep it simple, not anything too big or anything too small. Just keep it very simple.
You've been in this league before, and you know what to expect out of the league for the most part. What are the keys to this team's success in the league this season?
Just picking everyone up. If someone makes a mistake, just pick your teammates up. It's not just there's no I in team. It's always, everyone has to be sticking to each other if anyone does anything wrong. It's just being the team player and making everyone feel comfortable and having fun. That's all it's all about.
Madyson McCage, freshman from Gainesville, Texas here. You've had some time to develop under Coach Smith and Coach Reed with an extended preseason. How do you think that extra time has helped the freshmen on that team get adapted to college softball?
It's helped us a lot, honestly, with like having a lot of practice, as in on the field, in the cages, in the Y with swimming, and then also in the weight room a lot. That has helped us like tremendously, especially like bonding, like being that close together like all the time, especially on the field and everything, with us talking and having infield and outfield drills with everything. That has kind of helped us a lot, like with bonding and everything, and being able to like get closer to one another and everything.
Between inter-squad scrimmages and some fall scrimmages, what are some of the biggest differences you've seen going from high school to college?
From the couple fall scrimmages that we had, and the difference between that and high school has been really wild, because honestly, like the amount of like changes it has been, like obviously softball's the same rules and everything, but the amount of competition and competitiveness that is in between those games is really crazy. But I'm glad I got to see it a couple times before spring season.